Hi, girls. So I miss you all. One of the things I wanted to do today was talk about our endings. So I know some of you that saw me, this was one of the things that we were working on, and I don't want you to lose that skill. So I'm just going to do a little review over these endings. So let's first go over what sound each of these endings makes. S says S. ED makes 3 different sounds. And remember, this is one that we play around with it when we get to a word that has an ED ending, we play around with the 3 different sounds and see which one sounds right. So one of the sounds that an ED can make is D. Another sound it can make is T. And another sound it can make is ed. So what I mean by that is if you come across the word like stepped, it almost sounds like it would be spelled like this. I stepped on the bug, but it's not. So if we talk about st, we already know our first sound is that ST. We have that sound. And if we remember our rule, when we get to our endings, we double up, right? And then we're working on those ending sounds. So this is one that it makes that T sound, but instead it's actually the ED. So I stepped on the bug. And that's just one example of that ED ending where it makes the T sound. ING says, you are all very excellent at this, so I know that you got it. But those of you that might be struggling, it says ing. ER says EST. This is one that you hear all 3 sounds. Est. Y makes 2 different sounds. We use the word cry and we use the word happy. And we use those 2 words because one has 1 syllable word and the other has 2 syllables. Cry. That's our 1 syllable word. That one has what sound at the end of that word? What sound do you hear? Cry. What letter am I saying? I. So this Y can make an I sound, not the short I sound. I'm not saying eh. I'm saying I. Cry. And the other word I said was happy. Happy. How many times? Happy. 2. What sound am I saying? Happy. What letter? You got it. E. So I can also make the E sound, not eh. I'm saying E. And our last ending that we have is LE. And LE, the word that we usually use in group, is little. Little. So that LE makes the L sound. So I have some words here that we're going to practice. Are you ready? Remember, when we get to these, you can chunk them. We've practiced where you were the coach, where you were the student, so you had 2 jobs. You could be the teacher, where you had to say the word, and you also were in the job where you had to practice writing the word. So you had to practice seeing it, you had to practice writing it, you had to practice saying it. Lots of different jobs. So use all those strategies right now and try to say the word. Okay? At the end of this, I'm going to give you a list of 5 words, And let's see if you can spell them at the end, okay? I'm going to keep track, and then you can bring them to school and bring them to group, and we'll see if you got the spelling correct on those. And the biggest thing with that, remember our rule, you double up at the beginning if it's a blend or digraph, so like or sh. What letters make up that sound? And then remember our ending sounds. Okay, so if I give you the word stepped, don't have a T at the end of that word. What ending are you going to have? What ending makes that sound? Okay, first word. Remember, you can break it up. Happy. Because we know that that Y makes two different sounds. It can make the I sound or the E sound. So try both of them if you don't know, right? Is it happy? Does that sound right? No. Happy. Oh, let's see. Don't let it scare you. It's okay. Let's look at the first part. I'm going to cover up the whole one. STR. What sound does that make? Is that too much for you? Let's look at ST. What sound does ST make? St. Try it now with the R. Stir, stir. Give it a little bit more. See what you could do with that. Strum, strum. Okay, now the ending, ing. Think what sound it makes. Ing. Now go back. What did this say? Strum. Now put your ending. Strumming. Easy peasy sight word, right? Little. I'm giving you a second. Think about your different parts of the word. You got it. I know you can do it. So, am slammed. All right. So, that's that SL sound, right? Am. D. That's one sound. Let's try another sound that ED makes. That was the D sound. Slammed. I slammed the door close. Let's try another one. I slammed the door close. So we have I slammed, I slammed, or I slammed. Which one sounds right? Slammed, the d sound. How are you doing on these? I know it's been a while since you probably used these ones. That's okay if you're struggling a little bit. We'll get you back up, okay? Let's try this one. What do you think? ING makes what sound? Ing. So look at the first part of the word. What is it? Pet. So pet, and you already told me the ending is ing. So petting. Good job, girls. Okay. First part of the word, figure out your beginning here. Add a little bit more. There's your rhyme that we work on with those little cards, right? And then your ending. Sp, it, spit, ing, spitting. Let's try this one. This one has your LE ending. That LE makes what sound? That's one of our endings here. LE. Remember we used the word little. So what sound did that LE make? Oh. Okay. So first part of the word is set. Set. Settle. next one that we haven't done with this ending. ER. ER makes what sound? So, first part of the word. J says J. Okay, don't give me a G sound here. That says J. Jog. Jog. Give me that ending that we just talked about. Jog. Right? You have your two pieces and we need to put them together. Here's another LE one. What sound does that LE make? So, got that J sound again. Good practice time. We just talked about it. Jug. Let's see what you can do with this. Put it into your pieces. Act like you're the coach right now. Think about if somebody was struggling to write this word and you had to give them the pieces. Think about what sound your ending makes. That's our ending, EST. EST says est. I'll give you another second now that I gave you the ending sound. Okay, let's do it. SL says slow. IM, that's our rhyme, says slim. Put it with our ending, slimmest. Ooh, here we go. ED practice. This is usually one of the tricky ones, right? That ED, because you really have to try it out, don't you? So, we have our first part. SK says sk. ID. Those are D's, okay? ID, that's our rhyme. It says id. Sk, id, skid. So let's see. Is it skid? That's even like crazy to try to say. I don't want that one. So I know it's not going to be a D sound. Let's try it with a T sound. Skid, skid. That one's a little tricky to say too. Skid, skid. Probably not. Let's try it with the ed sound. Skid, ed. I skidded across the floor. I skidded down the stairs. That one sounds probably right, doesn't it? I fell off my bike and I skidded on the ground. Kind of almost means like you kind of bounce. Have you ever fell off your bike before? I've been working on these ones a lot. You should be pretty good at these ones. ING says ing. SP, what sound? Sp. Make sure you get that nice p sound, okay? Sp. IN, super quick. I know you know that one. In, spin, ing. Girls, you're doing awesome on this. I'm going to give you 5 words. Are you ready? These are the 5 words. They're going to be the challenge ones. You're going to write them down. These are your endings. S says S. ED, 3 sounds. D, ch, ed. ING says ing. ER says EST says est. Y, 2 sounds. I and E, like cry and happy. LE says like little. I'm going to give you the 5 words, okay? When you write them, you need to remember to double up in the middle. Like, if I write the word happy. H-A-P. Here's my double up point. And then I add my ending, happy. Which of my endings gives me that E sound? Happy. Okay? Okay. Your first word I'm going to give you is sloppy. Sloppy. That's your first word. And remember, you can play this back, okay? Your next word I'm going to give you is hammer. I use a hammer and nails to build a sandbox. Hammer. Running. I will not be running outside today since it's snowing. Running. Splatter. Splatter. My daughter splatter. Nope, that would be with extra endings. I don't want that one. Let me think a second. Please do not splatter water all over me. Splatter. And your last one is puddle. Puddle. I'm pretty sure there are so many outside that you can go see. Puddle. Girls, I really miss you. I know that it's a lot of videos to watch, but I hope that you're keeping up on some of them. Stay on top of things, okay?